Vladimir Putin's story begins in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, in 1952. Life in post-war Leningrad was harsh. Putin grew up in a communal apartment, a testament to the difficult conditions of the time. Despite these hardships, a young Putin found escape and inspiration in literature, and, intriguingly, Soviet spy films. This fascination with espionage would shape his future in profound ways. In 1975, Putin achieved a significant milestone, graduating with a law degree from Leningrad State University. It was in this same year that he crossed the threshold into the world of intelligence, joining the KGB, the Soviet Union's formidable security agency. His KGB career would take him to East Germany, where he served from 1985 to 1990. Stationed in Dresden, Putin witnessed a pivotal moment in history: the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. This event, marking the symbolic and physical collapse of the Iron Curtain, left an indelible mark on Putin's worldview. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 brought Putin back to his hometown, now St. Petersburg once again. This marked the end of an era but also the beginning of Putin's ascent to power. Returning to a city grappling with the aftermath of Soviet disintegration, Putin transitioned from intelligence operative to public servant. In 1991, he stepped into the political arena as an advisor on international affairs to Anatoly Sobchak, the newly elected mayor of St. Petersburg. This position provided invaluable experience in navigating the complexities of local government and building political networks. Putin's competence and efficiency did not go unnoticed. In 1994, he was entrusted with greater responsibility, becoming the first deputy mayor of St. Petersburg. This role placed him at the heart of the city's administration, overseeing crucial areas such as foreign investment and economic development. Putin's tenure in St. Petersburg was marked by a pragmatic approach to governance. He earned a reputation for being a decisive leader, capable of cutting through bureaucratic red tape and getting things done. These qualities would serve him well in the years to come. Putin's rise in St. Petersburg attracted attention from the highest echelons of power in Russia. In 1996, he received a life-changing summons to Moscow. President Boris Yeltsin, recognizing Putin's administrative skills and growing influence, offered him a position within the presidential administration. Putin accepted, embarking on a new chapter in his political journey. Putin's ascent within the ranks of the federal government was swift. His KGB background and reputation for loyalty made him a valuable asset to Yeltsin, who was facing political challenges. In 1998, Putin was appointed head of the Federal Security Service, the successor to the KGB. This appointment placed him in control of Russia's powerful security apparatus, a testament to the trust Yeltsin placed in him. Putin's influence continued to grow. In 1999, he was appointed Secretary of the Security Council of Russia, further solidifying his position as a key figure in Yeltsin's inner circle. Little did anyone know that fate had even greater plans for Vladimir Putin. A pivotal moment was about to unfold, one that would propel him to the center stage of Russian politics. August 1999 marked a turning point in Russian history. Boris Yeltsin, facing mounting pressure and declining health, made the unexpected decision to appoint Vladimir Putin as Prime Minister of Russia. This move surprised many, as Putin was still a relatively unknown figure on the national stage. However, Yeltsin saw in Putin a capable and loyal successor, someone who could bring stability to a nation grappling with economic and political turmoil. Putin's appointment as Prime Minister proved to be a strategic masterstroke by Yeltsin. Putin's decisive handling of the ongoing Chechnya conflict, which had plagued Russia for years, earned him immense popularity among the Russian people. His image as a strong and resolute leader contrasted sharply with Yeltsin's perceived weakness and indecisiveness. On December 31, 1999, in a move that sent shockwaves across Russia and the world, Boris Yeltsin announced his resignation as president. In accordance with the Russian constitution, Vladimir Putin, as Prime Minister, automatically became the acting president of Russia. It was a moment that would forever alter the course of Russian history. As acting president, Vladimir Putin wasted no time in consolidating his power and preparing for the upcoming presidential elections. He promised the Russian people stability, order, and a return to national greatness. His message resonated with a population weary of economic hardship and political chaos. On March 26, 2000, Vladimir Putin secured a decisive victory in the Russian presidential election, winning over 53% of the vote. His victory marked the beginning of an era of Putin's dominance in Russian politics, an era that continues to this day. Putin's subsequent terms in office would see him further solidify his grip on power, marginalize political opponents, and reassert Russia's position on the world stage. He would go on to win re-election in 2004 with an even greater margin, securing over 71% of the vote. Despite constitutional term limits preventing him from seeking a third consecutive term, Putin remained a powerful figure in Russian politics, serving as prime minister under President Dmitry Medvedev from 2008 to 2012. In 2012, after a change in the law extended presidential terms, Putin returned to the presidency, winning a third term. He was re-elected again in 2018, securing his fourth term as president of Russia. Putin's grip on power seemed unshakable, his political longevity unmatched in modern Russian history. Section 6. The Making of a Leader: Personality, Influences, and Public Image. To understand Vladimir Putin's enduring hold on power, one must delve into the complexities of his personality and the influences that shaped his worldview. Putin's childhood in post-war Leningrad, marked by hardship and scarcity, instilled in him a deep sense of resilience and a yearning for order and stability. His early fascination with Soviet spy films planted the seeds of ambition and a desire to serve his country in a position of authority. Putin's KGB training further honed his instincts for strategy, secrecy, and control. He emerged from this experience as a disciplined and calculating individual, adept at reading adversaries and navigating complex situations. Putin's public image, carefully cultivated over the years, has played a significant role in his enduring popularity. He has projected an aura of strength, decisiveness, and unwavering patriotism. His carefully staged public appearances, often showcasing his physical prowess in activities like judo and horseback riding, have reinforced his image as a virile and capable leader. This carefully constructed persona has resonated deeply with many Russians, who yearn for a return to national pride and a strong leader who can restore Russia to its former glory. Section 7. A Grip on Power. Putin's dominance in the 2020s. As Russia entered the 2020s, Vladimir Putin's grip on power appeared as firm as ever. Despite growing discontent among some segments of society, particularly the younger generation yearning for greater freedoms, Putin faced little serious opposition. His control over the media, the judiciary, and the security services effectively silenced dissent. In July 2024, a poll of Russia experts revealed that a significant proportion, 40%, believed Putin would remain in power until his death. This prediction, while startling to some, reflected the reality of Putin's dominance over Russian politics. The remaining experts were divided, with 23% predicting a palace coup as the most likely end to Putin's reign. By December 2024, at the age of 72, Putin was described as being in the twilight of his life. He had dominated Russian politics for 24 years, longer than any leader since Joseph Stalin. His longevity in power raised questions about Russia's future direction and the potential for a smooth transition of power whenever his rule eventually came to an end. Section 8. The Future of Russia: Speculation and Uncertainty. As of March 2025, Vladimir Putin is in his fifth term as president of Russia, his grip on power seemingly unshaken. With the ability to remain in office potentially until 2036, Putin's shadow looms large over Russia's future. The question of succession remains a topic of intense speculation, both within Russia and on the international stage. The lack of a clear successor and the opacity of the Russian political system make it difficult to predict what lies ahead for the country. Some analysts believe that Putin is grooming a successor behind the scenes, carefully selecting an individual who will safeguard his legacy and maintain the existing power structure. Others speculate that Putin has no intention of relinquishing power and is actively taking steps to ensure his rule continues indefinitely. The future of Russia once again seems inextricably linked to the fate of one man, Vladimir Putin. His decisions in the coming years will have profound implications, not only for Russia but also for the broader geopolitical landscape. The world watches and waits, eager to see what the next chapter holds for this enigmatic and powerful leader. Section 9. Conclusion: The Legacy of Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin's journey from a childhood in the communal apartments of Leningrad to the pinnacle of power in Russia is a remarkable tale of ambition, resilience, and political maneuvering. His rise to power, marked by a series of calculated moves and fortuitous events, has transformed Russia's political landscape. Putin's legacy will be debated for decades to come. His supporters view him as the savior of Russia, a strong leader who restored national pride and stability after the turmoil of the 1990s. They credit him with overseeing economic growth, rebuilding the military, and reasserting Russia's position as a major player on the global stage. His detractors paint a different picture, portraying him as an autocrat who has dismantled democratic institutions, stifled dissent, and plunged Russia into international isolation through his actions in Ukraine and elsewhere. They argue that his focus on consolidating power has come at the expense of individual freedoms and the rule of law. Love him or loathe him, there is no denying the profound impact Vladimir Putin has had on Russia's trajectory. Only time will tell how his legacy will ultimately be judged by history, but one thing is certain: Vladimir Putin's name will forever be etched in the annals of Russian history.